a duck. This is a duck. Hello and welcome to another unboxing of another Hololive Nendoroid. This time we have 1798 Oozara Subaru, otherwise known as a duck. This is a duck. Interestingly enough, she is actually supposed to be a manager, but I have always known her as a duck. This is a duck. And as you can imagine, she has a duck as a special feature. So let's have a look at this, shall we? So, interestingly enough, Subaru was a limited Hololive Nendoroid. Now, I don't know if Goodsmile and Cover decided to perhaps trial doing limited Nendoroids for some of the other more maybe lesser known girls, but I don't know, it feels a weird one. Maybe that they just saw the word Subaru and just kind of went, yes, we will leave this as limited, because yeah, this seemed to happen with the ReZero Subaru, and yeah, I still haven't managed to find one of them ever, which actually put me off buying more ReZero Nendoroids. That was a brainful experience, wasn't it, Goodsmile? Well, enough about Subaru from ReZero. This is Subaru from Hololive Generation 2 and Holoburbs. So let's release her from her plastic prison, shall we? Right, let's have a look at her, shall we? So, one of the things I really like about this is the face, and I see this every time we have a Hololive unboxing. I love the face. I love the eyes on the character. Just look at them. They just look so sparkly and pure and innocent, like a duck. This is a duck. And one of the things I do like, and I do feel like they've really captured with this particular Nendoroid, is the mouth shape. Now, Subaru has a rather interesting mouth shape when she's streaming on the character's design, and I really think that they've actually managed to capture that perfectly. So, looking at the rest of it, I do like the way the hair's done. I love the kind of the swishy bits, and then it just looks really nice and styled. It looks a really nice version, and of course we have the rest of the back. As always with all of these Hololive Nendoroids, a lot of attention to detail has gone ahead. Moving down onto her clothes itself, looking very much like something from Earthbound, and yeah, I really love the way that the clothes are kind of like they're a little bit folded and a little bit messy, but they just look really nice. Armbands on each side. See, each side. Nope, that's just the joint of where her hand joins in. Armband on one side, and the arm has fallen off. Oh dear. There we there was a mistake there. Did you spot it? No, nobody did. And of course we have the whistle, which, yeah, looks very much like a whistle. What you expect. And I really like the megaphone on there. It looks very much like somebody who is a manager of a sports club. Of course, the usual stockings and different colours and really nice looking laces. Ah, yes. I love the fact that we were talking about laces because that is important, because this is one with a lot of stripes. In a lot of other lines, for example, the One Piece figure arts lines, a lot of stuff, for example, if this was Chopper, these would be very badly painted. But you know what? These are very, very, very nicely painted. Very, very nice. You can also see the back of her necklace on here as well. Very nice, well, whistle. Very nice attention to detail. The shorts look very comfy and cool. And of course you have the removable cap, which can go on her head like this. Again, much like the rest. I mean, it's a little bit off, but you know, it doesn't look bad. It kind of feels like that's just a line in between it. And yeah, a very plain cap, but a very nicely done one. I like the little button on the back there. Very nice. And even the inside looks rather kind of stretched around her. Perfect. Absolute perfect. Let's have a look at some of her other alternatives, shall we? So one of the alternatives we have is this rather nice looking pose. She looks full of energy and as if she's cheering somebody on. You can change the arms, you can, as with all Nendoroids, you can move the arms around, and she comes with an extra arm that has a more determined pose. Interestingly enough, with this one, she doesn't come with a lot of alternative arms, which is a huge shame because considering this is actually a limited version and the price point was a little bit higher. But you know, it's just one of those things. She does come with an alternative leg, so you can have her kind of like run and just be like, hey guys, I am a duck. That's right. A duck. Ah yes, another pose, another very determined pose, except this one using the more sad, concerned, angry, determined looking face. But it really works. I really like the little blush that it's got. I just really like this face in general for Subaru. It's just the kind of, you know, something is going wrong when Subaru has this face. And that's always a fun thing in terms of content. Not that I want to wish anything ill on Subaru, it's just always fun when you see something catastrophic or chaos-like happening in a stream. A very nice pose, I do like it.
Mama.
And here we have Subaru with the legendary sausage. That's right, you couldn't make this thing up. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realise what this was. I thought they were just giant suppositories or something weird. I was wondering, why is this girl holding a fork to some giant golden turds? But it turns out that they are sausages. Legendary sausages, apparently. And yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting, I love the fact that they are kind of doing with a lot of these Hololive ones certain memes or kind of traits that you would expect from them. But yeah, it doesn't look right, does it? Yeah. Tip: if your sausages look this kind of golden, do not eat them, and if you have, consult a doctor. Preferably not Dr. Mario. He isn't really a real doctor. And this is another pose that you can put her in. And the reason for that is because you also get, with your duck, a duck. A posable duck that I didn't realise. So yeah, his head can move around and you can move his little feet. There comes a problem, however. A slight problem. That's right. So yeah. So what I wanted to do was put it in the iconic dancing pose. So, you know, that was a huge thing on the internet about a year ago. But I can't. Now, you do get a extra stand with Subaru and a little peg to put our good duck friend on. But that defeats the point of having this. I mean, would it have cost too much to just put another little tiny stand that we got with Bloop, for example, on here? A huge shame that, and it kind of ruins it a little bit because you can't actually pose it in one of the more iconic poses, because I know for a fact I would have actually put it in that pose. A shame. A huge shame.
Cat and dog, very tete, but duck is very cute and sexy.
So something that's interesting that comes with this one is you also get some cards. That's right, tweets, all in the special language of duck. Not gonna lie, I have no idea what this says. Fire, kook duck. Power, power duck. Earth, earth of duck. This is all just duck noises. I'm sure somebody who's going to be able to translate this and tell me exactly what it all means. But yeah, you also get another one that also just says pure duck noises ... pure duck noises ... Interesting concept. I suppose it's more features. For me, I don't know, it's a little bit kind of pointless, I suppose, especially with obviously all being in Japanese, and it's going to be very difficult for them to translate it, because that means they would have to have a whole translator and everything just for a few little things that most people are probably not going to use. You do get a little stand to put these on, which again goes onto the bigger stand, and you can't put it on here, much like the other duck. So that was Subaru. What do you guys think? I really like it. I love the facial expressions, and I love that the colours do pop. I'm not sure about the duck. I'd love the duck as its inclusion. It needed to be there, but I don't like the fact that it didn't get its own little stand to stand otherwise. A little bit annoying. Or if you do want to use the other stand, the bigger stand that it's included, you can't use the special stand that all of the Hololive characters get, so she's going to look a little bit awkward. And considering this is a limited, I can't really see why they couldn't just include that extra stand on there. Seems very cheap. So my question to you good people is, what is your favourite pose for Subaru, and what's your favourite Subaru moment in Hololive? Let me know in the comments, and if you did like this, remember to leave a like and consider subscribing. There's plenty more Hololive Nendoroids coming, and there's plenty more audio on the channel. I'll see you over there. Goodbye.